The Son of God is born. Angels announce his arrival. Wise men travel great distances to see him. At age 12, he amazes teachers in the temple. And then, nothing. No miracles, no sermons, no detailed stories. For almost 18 years, the Bible becomes silent. Where was Jesus? What was he doing? And why doesn't Scripture tell us more? The answer may surprise you. Let's start with what we do know. The Gospel of Luke tells us that when Jesus was 12 years old, he traveled with his family to Jerusalem for Passover. After the celebration ended, his parents began the journey home. But Jesus wasn't with them. For 3 terrifying days, Mary in that fear. Imagine losing sight of the child entrusted with God's greatest promise. Finally, they found him in the temple, not frightened, not confused, teaching, listening, asking questions. The religious leaders were amazed by his understanding. Then comes one of the biggest jumps in the Bible. The next time we see Jesus, he is around 30 years old, preparing to begin his public ministry. 18 years have passed. What happened during all that time? To understand those hidden years, we first need to understand Nazareth. Nazareth wasn't a famous city. It wasn't wealthy. It wasn't powerful. It was a small village where ordinary people lived ordinary lives. This is where Jesus grew up. Think about that for a moment. The creator of the universe lived in a humble town. The King of Kings experienced everyday life. He woke up each morning. He worked. He learned. He helped his family. He walked dusty roads. He experienced the struggles of ordinary people. Sometimes we imagine Jesus appearing suddenly as a fully grown miracle worker, but before the crowds, before the healings, before the cross, there were years of quiet preparation, years hidden from public view, years that looked ordinary from the outside, yet God was working. The Gospels give us an important clue. For many years, Jesus likely worked with his earthly father Joseph. Imagine him shaping wood with his hands, creating tools for neighbors. The same hands that would one day calm storms were once covered in sawdust. The same voice that would command demons spoke kindly to customers. The same feet that would walk on water walked daily through the streets of Nazareth. This part of Jesus' life reminds us that God values ordinary faithfulness. Not every season is filled with miracles. Not every season is visible. Sometimes God prepares us in hidden places. Over the centuries, many theories have appeared. Some claim Jesus traveled to distant lands. Others suggest he studied with various religious groups. Books, documentaries, and internet stories have made countless claims. But here's something important. The Bible does not confirm these stories. While some theories are fascinating, there is little historical evidence supporting them. This creates an important question. If these years were so important, why didn't God include more details? Maybe the silence itself is part of the message. Maybe God wanted our attention focused on Jesus' mission rather than every detail of his biography. Maybe what matters most is not where Jesus traveled, but who he became revealed to the world, and that's where the story gets even more powerful. Many people today feel forgotten, invisible, stuck in ordinary routines, waiting for something significant to happen. But consider Jesus. For nearly 30 years, the Son of God lived largely unnoticed. No crowds followed him, no headlines were written, no public ministry had begun. Yet every day mattered, every year mattered. God was preparing him. The hidden years were not wasted years, they were preparation years. And maybe that's true for you too. Perhaps the season you're living through right now feels quiet. Maybe nobody notices your faithfulness. Maybe your prayers seem unanswered. Maybe your purpose feels distant. But God often does his greatest work in hidden places. The years nobody talks about can become the years that shape everything that follows. When Jesus finally appeared at the Jordan River to be baptized, the world changed. The hidden years ended. The ministry began. The miracles started. Lives were transformed. But none of that happened overnight. It was built upon years of obedience, years of patience, years of preparation. The Bible may not tell us every detail about those 18 years, but perhaps that's because the message is larger than the mystery. God's timing is perfect, and preparation often happens in places nobody sees. The missing years of Jesus remain one of the Bible's greatest mysteries, yet they also reveal one of its greatest truths. God is present even in the silent seasons. He is working even when nothing seems to be happening, and your hidden years matter to Him. If this video encouraged you, take a moment to like the video and subscribe for more Bible mysteries, Christian history, and faith-building stories. And tell us in the comments, what do you think Jesus was doing during those hidden years between age 12 and 30? Thank you for watching, and remember, God often prepares people in private before using them in public.